What's up, guys? Science of Speed back again. Welcome back. Today's video, I'm doing the ball joint rebuild for the turbo Honda Prelude, and it's pretty in-depth. And I got my two helpers with me, Brody and Gidgy. Come here, Brody. And hope you enjoy it. Okay, guys, first step, we're gonna jack it. I have a piece missing, but you're basically jacking it right here. I use a soft rubber. And then put your jack stands. Right about there. Same right here. And then you can let your jack down. Next step, take your impact with a 19, reverse, okay. Next step, we gotta take, I'm gonna take the brakes off just because it'll get it out of the way. And since it's behind us, since it's the opposite way, wait, actually, there we go. I was going the wrong way the first time. But they're gonna be hard to get off. All suspension stuff is really hard to get off because it's usually really rusted or just really galled up. After the brakes, I'm gonna take the wheel nut off, or the axle nut off. I usually, if you have those hooks work too. Let's, I'm just gonna leave it right there. That's fine, to be honest. I'm just gonna zip tie it real quick. And you can see I zip tied this to the radius rod so it's not going anywhere and this is not getting pulled. These two guys off, they're 17 millimeters if I remember correctly. Yep. Okay, now we're taking off the brake disc. Now let's and then take a hammer, turn it the direction you want to go in, and hammer it, and it should turn off, turn out. Ow, dang it. Okay. Unscrew the hose. And here's a little trick Here's a little trick that Honda shows. You can take the screws that you use to put the to hang the brake line. You take them and you thread them into these side ones, and just screw them in, and it'll slowly push the brake disc out. See? It's already coming out. I bet you never learned that anywhere. Only found in the manual. Okay, and it should come out. There we go. Just pushes itself out. That saves you a lot of grief. I tell you, that is the truth. Okay, now we're taking the tie rod off. Take the cotter pin and bend it. Okay. There we go. Wiggle it out. Dang it. Ah, jeez. Alright, cotter pin's out. Throw this one away because it is old. Find a new cotter pin for the tie rod. And if you cutted it in WD-40, or like earlier, like I told you, it should come off pretty easily. See, the WD-40 has already taken off some of the rust on the thing. Let's take our impact using a 3/8 again with a 17, and boom, just like that. I swear, I gotta split it, and I could just use the ball joint splitter because this boot is screwed up anyway. So I'm actually gonna go to advanced and get some. Here, let's go ahead and shock it like we did the other one. Take a hammer, 2 hammers. And just smack it on the head. Alright, and do not, never hammer like this. Don't ever do that. You're going to screw up the threads. Trust me. You're gonna screw the threads up and they're never gonna wanna go back in. They're never gonna wanna screw back on. So, and then I have a tie rod splitter, but I'm just gonna use the ball joint separator because it works just as good. Unless, if you have a good ball joint, I mean with a good boot, I would prefer to use the tie rod splitter. There we go. That one was tougher than the other ones. Alright guys, now I've been having so much trouble with this this ball joint. I'm just using this Pitman arm puller, and I think a 17 on the top. All right, and obviously the boot already came out. I mean, it already popped off. But this is how you do it. I mean, I use one of these, which is I think a Pitman arm puller, but you can use a ball joint puller. You can even use a pickle fork. I prefer this one. I already drilled a hole in the, well, actually, this is my new ball joint, and it already has a pre-drilled center hole. Threading it in. Threading it in. Threading it in. You can actually do this with an impact if you want. I'm just gonna do it like this because not everybody has impacts. To show you, see, and it's just pushing it up. And honestly, now you can just start jacking it up a little bit, and it should come out. Just jack it up a little bit more, and it'll come out just like that. I can install this one first. All right, to install, let's take it over here, and I'm just going to take off the rubber boot, and you'll find out these cheap ball joints right here. Actually, this is the lower. This is the upper. The upper is actually a lot easier because they just all they have here is see, it's just a socket, which is actually pretty nice. You know, I wish they all did that. So they got the socket, they got this this anti-reverse socket, and basically this is a camber kit, and I'm gonna use the same position I use right here. See, I got camber now on my passenger side. You can see it's this side right here jutting out just a little bit. Use this as a marker, and you can see it's jutting out just a little bit. I took a picture, and you can tell that they're different from the stock front ones to the new camber ones. Okay, we're just hammering. Try to make sure you hit the this is such a freaking pain in the butt. Alright, halfway through. Alright. Almost through. Wow, dude, these ball joints are like rock hard. Well, we're almost there. We're like 3/4 of the way through. Jeez, man, like it's starting to smell like crap. I swear, I punished the hell out of this clutch. Air 4.5. Man, it is a beast. Holy crap, this thing is a beast. I will never go for another electric when I have a super powerful air compressor. Woo! All right, we're almost there. Woo! Wowie, wowie. Man, it smells, and the thing is smoking. I'm gonna let this guy rest. I love this guy. He's my pride and joy. All right, so now I'm not taking any breaks. Just let's get this done. Let's press this out as fast as possible. All right, this should be a lot easier with this out of the way. All right, let's hold on, give me 1 second. Wow. Jeez. Oh my God, man. I mean, my hand is almost frozen holding on to that, the tool, because it was getting so cold from, that's the nicest part about air tools, is the harder you work them, the cooler they get. Because, you know, air's coming out. Oh, these back themselves out. The freaking the screws for the brake. Put them back in real quick. My God, it smells terrible. But there we go. There it is. It was huge. It's still smoking. And there you go. And now the rest, see, we got a nice solid place to smack at it. There we go. All right, now get a socket. A socket you wanna, you know, that you don't really care about because you're probably gonna destroy that socket. 22, something I don't use very often. That should work. Jeez, man. You can see it's already coming out. But yeah, best way to do it for this one is the hardest because it's so tight in there. I mean, there's like no space to do anything with anything. All right, that probably ain't gonna work. Let's try 24. There, that should work a little bit better. Okay. Shoot, man. Here, I'm just gonna try to see if I can hit it without hitting the So far, so good. I haven't hit the knuckle at all. Alright, I'm gonna put it like this really quickly on the hub. For the rest of the way, just do it like this. Basically, putting it in there is better than no grease at all. A wise man must have once said. And I'm just using my pinky to kind of press it in there a little bit better. Alright, there we go. And probably should have done that after the fact, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But alright, we're gonna I'm gonna lube this guy up, just a little light WD-40, and then get it ready. I'm just getting the ball joint to get straight. The stud needs to be straight. Man, this thing is so hard to move. Gosh. Oh, wow. I can't move it at all. I don't... Here. I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get it pressed in. Alright. And, honestly, you can just use the, you can just do this. You're gonna need, this guy right here. This guy right here. You're gonna need the one that has the, little concave, and then put it right in there. Oh, shoot. I'd definitely recommend a second person at this part, because I mean this is just real difficult holding all this stuff together at once. Like, all this stuff is extremely heavy. The C-clamp is not a normal C-clamp. It's a very, very heavy C-clamp. Oh my gosh. Alright, I gotta spin it out a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And this is the only one we're pressing in. The other one does not need to be pressed in because it's a bolt-on one. Oh, are you kidding me, man? What the heck? All right. I'm just gonna do this very slowly for the first part because the stud is crooked, and I'm just gonna, all right, I'm gonna grab a crescent wrench real quick. Okay guys, we got it together. Basically I have this one down here. I'm using the Power Built Master Ball Joint Service Kit. So, I mean, onward. Okay, I'm gonna do it at like 1 or 2. All right, I'm just gonna watch it. All right. Okay. Sorry I say okay a lot. I think it's better than I usually say There we go. Alright guys. Now, I'm just making sure the stud, I got the stud loose now. So, just getting it straight. As straight as I can. So it'll feed through the, this hole right here. So it'll feed through this guy, just like that. All right, it's looking pretty straight. So we take our C-clamp, get it on there. I'm using my knee to hold it. And then I'm spinning it in as fast as I can. That's the key, is to spin it as fast as you can so it doesn't have a second chance to get out of your grip. All right, this should work. All right, so now make sure everything is lined up. This is very essential. Make sure everything is lined up. There we go. Well, a little bit here. There we go. Now that looks lined up as it can get. Right about there. That's as lined up as I'm gonna get it. And then let's grab our wrench. All right. I got my impact ready. I got it on like 1 or something out of 5 settings, or like, I don't know, 7 settings, I don't know. All right, now we're just going, turning it clockwise and watching it as it see, it's going in. And it's almost to the end. Yep, there we go. We're there. All right. All right, we're done. Everything's gonna fall off. And then there you go. It's all the way in. To get the snap rings on, just take your snap ring pliers. These are a little bit too small snap ring pliers, but they'll work. They should work. If not, I'm gonna have to hold this off for another night. Ah, man, are you kidding me? It's just, here, there we go. We got it. We just gotta work it around. That's all we gotta do. Okay, almost there. Just gonna grab a, where's my little picks? Whatever. There we go. I'm just working it around. There we go. Boom. There it is. And see if I can find some. Oh man, this is a tough job right here. Like, and I don't even know how they get these on without hurting the boot, because it's like these at least these cheap boots are, look at this, where it was broken originally, it's starting to there we go, there, see? But you can see that hole is right over here, and I promise you it was not me. So don't be like, you just did that, you're blaming it on the manufacturer. No, these are actually pretty crappy boots. Okay guys, about to assemble it. I'm just basically doing the camber caster. I chose E. C, you're basically just putting this stud to the direction you want it in. So I want E, which is negative, like -1, I guess, camber, and then 0 caster. So there's 0 caster change, and then just +1 camber change, or -1 camber. And now this is the hard part, honestly, because it spins on you when you try to impact it. But I'm gonna hold it. I wish I had some of those skinny wrenches, but I do not. So I'm just going to try a crescent wrench. Well, actually, the crescent wrench, I think this one does. Yeah, I think I already tried and it didn't fit, so I'm gonna have to use my my Knipex. They go out to 52, which is freaking huge. Look how wide they spread. It's definitely the most universal tool I've ever had. This little Knipex brand. And then I'm lining it up. Here, let me get some light on this. My shadow is covering the light. I just got a brand new HID light for it, for the garage, so. There we go. All right, that should be really, really strong. All right, now we got the bottom. The bottom is on. Now we just, I got it. Yay. I do not envy myself when I have to take this off. It's gonna be an insane amount of torque to get this thing off. I mean, that's why I did it, you know, at a lower rating, so I would be able to get it off. All right, that's on there, and it's not coming off. I set it exactly. It didn't even hurt the boot, thank goodness. But all right. Oh my gosh. All right, now put this in like this. right in these holes up here. And then thread them on. Okay, thread them on. All right, and then I'm just gonna take the little impact, put the 17 on, and just impact them on to about number 2. Going. Ball joints are brand new, and I'm ready to put it back together. All right, just gotta get it so the axle fits in. You might want to use a little WD-40 or something to kind of get it to go in easier. There we go. And before I go any further, I need to see the holes? We're just, here, let me zoom in a little bit for you. Get my hand out of the way. And I've seen other people, I haven't seen many videos of doing this, so I wanted to do it myself. And something for you guys that involved maintenance. Mostly, I do a lot of performance stuff, but you know, we gotta have the maintenance stuff done too. So, threading these on. Just like this. Just hand doing it right now. All right, now putting these up there. And then the top, just thread the 2 nuts in. I'm pretty sure there's 17 millimeter. And watch out for this one over here, because you will lose it. If you drop it, there's a lot of little crevices that Honda made just to catch your bolts. Okay, I'm just tightening it a little bit with my impact. And now I'm going to hit it with, okay. All right, this is 36. In the manual, they say tighten it. It says 36 to 40. Basically, they want you to tighten it to the lower number, tighten it to 36, and then line it up with the cotter, and then use the last 5 foot-pounds to line up the cotter pin. And thankfully, and they don't want you to loosen it if your holes aren't lining up, they don't want you to loosen it, they want you to tighten it. That's what that 5 foot-pounds of a leeway is for. So you put in your cotter pin, it's perfect. 36 works fine, and that's what. All right, impact, ready to rock and roll. Boot did not break. Neither did the top one break. Okay, 14, and we're set at, I think it's 30 foot-pounds. It seems right. All right, right there, boom, 30 foot-pounds. All right, and then the pinch bolt's done. Now the strut lower bolt is going to be 47 foot-pounds. So let's check to make sure it's at 36, 37. All right. There we go, 37. Now let's check and put a new cotter pin. We got a new set of cotter pins for this guy. Okay. Let's hope it fits. Yep, it'll fit. There we go. We got it in. Now let's, here, I like the longer one to be facing down like that. Okay, and there we go. That one's in. All right, that one's good to go. And I'm also waiting on the baffles, these guys, because they're both ripped on either side. And I'm gonna eventually replace the tie rods. There it is, the tie rods. I'm eventually gonna replace the tie rods. I can't afford how much these tie rods are right now. They're super stupid expensive and hard to find. Okay, let's keep going. Now, next, let's go ahead and get this wheel sensor put on. We're just doing the these two little nuts right here that hold on the lines. They're little 10mm nuts, or 10mm bolts. See, they just go right in there. Let me know what you think of this video. Okay. And the sensor goes right here. And those are these guys right here. I'm gonna, like I always do, spray them with a little WD-40 before I put them in there. Basically cleaning them off from whatever they had on there last time. And then I'll just dry them up real quick. Just dry them off real quick. But cleaning your bolts is one of my things. I love cleaning bolts. It makes things go back in so much easier. But you guys get this part, so let's skip ahead. All right, now I'm taking off, going ahead and getting the brake off. Taking it off without destroying it, because I like to reuse those guys. All right, bring the jack in, because we're gonna have to press that back in. Press the caliper of the brake back in. Basically, take one of these wide C clamps, and we're going to have to, or you can use the brake one that actually works. It's especially for brakes, but this works. Just pressing it on in until it's far enough in. I just do it till it's flush, and that should be okay. Right about there. That's perfect. Impact driver, the impact nut driver. Screw these guys in. Okay. And I'm gonna just give it 2 good solid smacks so they stay on. All right. All right. That's on there good. Okay. Now this guy goes right in here. Oh wait, forgot one thing. I clean this in the I put this through the God, I'm so tired. I can't think of any of these words. I put it through the sandblast cabinet and cleaned it up a little bit. You probably can't tell too well, but yeah, it was sandblasted. It looks a lot nicer than it was looking. Alright, so let's clean brand. These have also been through the sandblast cabinet. They've been they've been completely derusted, and they're looking perfect. Threads are perfectly clean. I'll teach you everything I know. Basically, you know, I'm trying to teach you guys everything I know. I'm not giving up. I'm not leaving any secrets unrevealed. Okay, now these guys, they're good. They're in good condition. They still can be used. All right, guys. Last little step. Staking the wheel nut down, or the axle nut. I always call it the wheel nut. Please stop. Okay. There we go. There it is. Holy crap. I think the lens is dirty. I can't see worth crap. There you go. Ta-da. And that's it for me. You know, tomorrow I'll start it up. I'll get it ready. Hopefully get it inspected, and the turbo, I'll quickly bolt it back on. You know, it takes me a second to bolt that on and bolt that off.